T-Rexes going bugfuck crazy. See what kind of crazy shit we can see. I don't remember that looking like that.
Help me! Please help me! I can't get the blood out!
Oh, there we go. Crying was getting a bit annoying, so... Oh man. Nice. Okay, those mud tracks were not there before, I am pretty sure of that. It's not a great sign.
You are not free to leave this plane until you complete a task for me. You are to hunt and kill the master of this house. Do this one thing, and you will be free. Else fear the wrath of Ulyaoth. Everything is complete for your arrival, Master. Now we must wait for the planets to align, and that is not too many years from now. Another Roivus has crossed our path. This time, we will not be so merciful.
Mercy has no place in this world.
He will meet such a horrible death that the rest of the line will never set foot in his house again.
Pray to me that they don't.
So a thing about the Guardians I think is implied is that some don't serve willingly, from the sounds of things. I know the zombies are just basically corrupted human corpses, but some of the other types seem to have been enslaved at some point. I know the Black Guardian in particular seemed resentful of being bound, even though it was necessary for the survival of its master. I'd like to see more of that explored. But anyway.
My education in psychiatry did not prepare me. I would love to see how Freud's view of his mother would change with the knowledge of Chaturga. How Skinner would incorporate Xelotharth into his behaviorist theories. How Jung would accommodate Ulyaoth into his theory of the collective unconscious. Like my ancestor Maximilian, I too had an interest in my family tree. As a psychiatrist, I believed that science could provide answers into my family's sordid, bizarre past. It was with great excitement that I began my search. The mansion's history was filled with my colorful predecessors. Everything from convicted and hung witches to committed madmen, each laying their own peculiar mark on its character. I intended to find their secrets.
There is straight up a guy hanging from that tree. I do not feel super confident about this. I think this is the funniest recovery item in the whole game. that's probably fine.
You know who I am, Edward. Although you are doing your best not to believe it, I am, or was, Maximilian Roivas, your ancestor. I died in an asylum after trying to warn the world. The pain and anguish I felt in that cell has empowered me to linger after my death. I must complete what I started, Edward. The darkness must be stopped, or all of humanity may end. Sets the clock to the 33rd minute of the 3rd hour. They are humanity's only hope. Destroy the Guardians, Edward, and avenge my waste and death.
Yeah, we will be getting an elephant gun at some point. Now, because Edward is an academic and, not an athlete here, you have to be very careful with the elephant gun. Have to line it up properly or else it'll send him flying, literally. Probably show it off at some point. Well, he really shouldn't. Okay, and the vampire. As you can see, its gimmick is to turn invisible, and it turns all of our servants into zombies. Or at least it will if we let it go unopposed. Oh boy. Yeah, you're actually going to wind up losing sanity for killing any undead servants, as you saw. Now the trick to this whole thing is to just use Reveal Invisible. Now that fucker won't be able to hide from us. Oh, you think you're slick, huh? Come on, your game, bitch.
What is that?
Like, you think I'm gonna let you do that shit? My fucking house. Get the fuck away from that. Oh, you little bitch. This is a second gimmick. Basically replenish itself using that pillar. It's gonna be up to its tricks soon. Thank you, and you just earned yourself a raise. Lady, you might want to take cover. Can't be too safe, you know? Now we wait for that bitch to show itself. Like, Edward should give the servants a heads up, but not entirely sure what he could say here. Okay, everybody go to the panic room. There's a vampire on the loose. Oh, there he is. I see your ass. Oh, hell no. He's not happy with us. Oh shit. Okay, I think we got one more round of this. I'm a little concerned you guys just casually carry around ammo. Probably should use that opportunity to shield up.
Enter the heart, set apart.
Edward is actually similar to Peter in that he's kind of squishy, but a really good wizard. Fair amount of sanity, too. I guess you have to have a strong mind if you're going to be a psychiatrist of any quality. Alright. I think the next attack is actually going to be out here at some point. We should probably cast Invisible, shouldn't we? Okay, you got work to do, Edward. Get the... Oh no! Wrong one. Looks like they give you a little bit of grace on this, at least. Wait, I am so sorry. I'm giving you a paid vacation. You had anything? No comment to make on that, huh? Let's go square up this bitch once and for all. Now, what you do here is... Oh no. Smash the fucking pillar. Yeah, let's see you regenerate now, bitch. Oh, fuck. Not great. Not great. Fuck. Die already. Shit. Oh no. Ah, fuck. This is not going great. Oh boy. Oh boy, we might be in trouble here. Run, bitch. Oh, so not a good time for you to be like this. Oh, no. Oh. Kidding me? Okay, that did not go very well. Okay. As I hoped it would. Okay, second attempt. Two. forgotten how tough that bastard was. Okay, so going forward, we are really gonna have to play it safe. Sawed-off shotgun, that is not bad. And I think that might be the last of the spells? Nope, one more. Speaking of spells... Okay, so I'm gonna try to get him a stronger shield. Maybe throw out a few more enchantments on weapons. That's gonna take a bit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut forward. Alright. Fucking 7-point Mantrock shield going. Turned Edward invisible. And enchanted the shit out of the sawed-off shotgun. We are ready to fucking go. The city is actually how we cast 9-point magic. And that's going to be the major undertaking of this particular section. This is a real dick thing to do.
Anger on Park, Heretic Park, Zelda Park.
It's the bind creature spell. Creatures turn on each other. Fuck. While we're at it... Whoops. Sanity is just a principle thing, you know? Fucking vampires got me all pissed. Oh, right. Ooh, fuck. Okay, something saw us. Okay, yeah, it can fucking see us. Well, in that case... Fuck you too! Oh, fuck. Well, fuck me, I guess. Okay, this enchanted sawed-off shotgun's not playing around. Are you gonna do anything? Okay, yeah. Okay. We can play that game, dickhead.
Park, Zelda Park.
You might be able to see us, but little bitches can't, so... Fuck you! Where is he? Oh, fuck. we are going to be fighting a lot of those fuckers in this section. Bring it on, I guess. Kick-ass interface. This was actually originally intended for Nintendo 64. Wait. God damn it. That was the right spell. Yeah, well. It's mostly the central hub area, so I don't think there's anything in here. Which means you immediately get jumped by like 7 guardians. Here is set up one massive spell. The 9 pillars around this city will act as the fortress. Oh, yep, that's a fucking... Nope. hard to put down. They don't really have any defense. So when they square up against Ulyaoth foes, they're kind of fucked. Of course, that is Chattur'gha's core problem, I suppose. Powerless against the power of the planes. But he's also too dumb to be affected by Xel'Toth's madness, which Ulyaoth is vulnerable to. I think it's kind of a funny detail. Literally too dumb to go crazy, or be fooled. thing I dislike about Edward's chapter is that there is a lot of running involved, and he barely has any real stamina. Kind of an oversight on the developer's part. Massive dispel magic.
Enter Park, Zelda Park.
Get the saber charge.
Enter Park, Zelda Park.
And to round out our dickery, say this is very cheap on my part, but fuck these things. And you all see what Ulyaoth is like. yeah, I remember what happens in this one. The moment we pull this lever here. What pops out? It was actually attacking our sanity. That's apparently a thing they could do. And as you can see, that Turga zombie managed to get back up even though it fell. That's that regeneration bullshit. But with Bantarok's attack spell, it inflicts poison damage. Bad news for that fucker. I think I saw a deep one interred in that museum. It's a shame we didn't get to fight it. Suppose I couldn't spare the assets. I think this was like, what, GameCube? That's 6th generation? It's a little more processing power, but still. Guess they had to be frugal with what they had.
Enter part. Sound part.
Speaking of the 6th generation, that's the generation I find myself having the most nostalgia for. I'm usually not one to criticize people in this regard, but I don't get why people have nostalgia for the 5th generation. That was just a really awkward time in game development. Oop. It's actually one of my favorite parts. He was actually put under some sort of mind-influencing effect, but took a swig of port and just banished that shit instantly. I think that's fucking hilarious. I think we are almost through this. No, we are not dealing with that horse shit. A full-on Mantarok attack spell was probably unnecessary, but fuck those things. I'm starting to vaguely remember another Lesser Guardian fight at some point. I got one more at least. That was a really bad time to get tired, Edward. just one more to go. Huh. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know when it's gonna happen. Probably at the worst possible time, too. I probably should have did this one first, now that I think about it. Yeah, when we charge up this spell, we're gonna have to run, because, this is gonna be a real doozy. You do not want to be around when this shit goes off. Damn it. Yeah, that's poor why. Sorry. That's why poor Edward was murdered for casting the Greater Fuck You spell on the city of Enga.
Master, I am saddened to report the destruction of the Guardian colony at the ruin of Enga.
I am not without eyes, servant. I knew of their loss as it happened. It is not a concern of mine. The Guardians were merely tools to forward the greater cause. Think of them as casualties of war.
But the balance of power has shifted with their loss.
Nonsense! Balance? There has never been balance. If anything, we shall remove all balance. Our plan continues as predicted. I have seen the future, Pius, and it portends a great battle between myself and the great being of matter. Chattur'gha will fall to my superiority. The power of Chattur'gha is useless against me.
Of course, as it was meant to be. The gates will be readied, just the same.
We shall overcome. Be patient, my servant. Be patient.